Wasserverband stops planning for Tesla Giga Berlin water supply. There is a little problem at Tesla Giga Berlin, which I think is solvable, but it puts the entire project at risk. Welcome back, dear friends. This is Armen Haryan from TorqueNews.com. Before I get started, I would like to ask you to please subscribe to our channel and ring the bell, and also please share our stories in social media. That helps us greatly, as I'm going to tell you this little story about Wasserverband, the water company that was going to supply, that is planned to supply water for Tesla Giga Berlin, stops planning for Tesla water supply. So the Strausberg-Erkner Water Association raises the alarm because there were no funding permits and Tesla's signature was missing. The entire project was at risk. A local mayor has plans for Tesla without the association. Reports Brandenburg's RBB 24, which is local public radio. So the Water Association Strausberg-Erkner, in the future I will refer to this association as WSE, has stopped the water supply plans for Tesla factory planned in Grunheide for the time being. This emerges from an internal letter from the association that was available to RBB. Supply is allegedly only secured, water supply is allegedly only secured until 2022. The letter deals with the two problems. Currently, the WSE, the Water Association, is allowed to pump 15 million cubic meter of water out of the ground each year. Although this would enable the company to supply the current population in the region and the current planned Tesla factory Giga Berlin, the company fears major problems in the future. Why? It is expected that Tesla Giga Berlin's settlement in Grünheide will attract more people, more companies that are coming to the region. This is a very beautiful region. If you have seen pictures of Giga Berlin, it is a very beautiful. There is a nice lake. Tesla has chosen a really nice place. So the Water Association is now thinking that the 15 million cubics of water will only a year can only be enough until 2022, but we know that Tesla has plans to expand even furthermore, and more companies are going to come. The company thinks they will not be able to supply that much water. Companies are also likely to settle in the wake of Tesla because they think Tesla is going there. Oh, where is this Grünheide? I had never heard of Grünheide, but apparently it's becoming a hub. It's just outside of Berlin, central location, beautiful place in Europe, and let's consider, let's be close to Tesla, especially if they are either electric vehicle related or technology related or anything related. So in fact, I was doing some work recently for one of large home improvement companies in the United States. I was doing search engine optimization for them. And one of their bright talents was hired by another home improvement large international online company, and he moved to Berlin, just where the Giga Berlin is located, outside, just in Berlin. So this is becoming a very attractive area, and this is why the Water Association's concerns have merit. In addition, the Bundeswehr data center is also planned in Barnim, and the Altlandsberg business park will need water in the future. These are all major projects in the area. The WSC Water Supply Association therefore expects that its annual 15 million cubic meter water quota from the government will only last until the end of 2022. Therefore, the association requires the state authorities to grant an additional 3 million cubic meters a year. If Tesla expands its factory in the future so that it needs more water than the current requested maximum of 1.5 million cubic meters per year, the situation is likely to worsen, because right now Tesla is requiring only 1.5 million cubic meters, but in the future Tesla may require 3 million cubic meters a year if it doubles the operations, or 2 million. How is this association going to supply that much water? So as a result, RBB reports that Tesla's Giga Berlin's settlement is fundamentally endangered. This is a quote, fundamentally endangered. Okay, so according to this letter, the association, the Water Association, sees another problem. Tesla has had a draft contract for the water supply to the factory since May. This so-called development contract provides, as requested by Tesla, a maximum of 1.5 million cubic meters of water per year for Giga Berlin. So far, however, they say, the company Tesla has not signed that. When the Tesla signature apparently is not there, RBB reports. When RBB asked the WSC Association, the association's spokeswoman said that this is because Tesla plans to expand the factory later, because the plant would need then more water. Tesla did not want to commit to the quantities currently under discussion. Yes, this makes sense, because if Tesla is going to need more water in the future, how they can commit to expand with just 1.5 million cubic water a year. So this is why Tesla has not signed it, and let's see what's happening after that. But without this contract, the association says, the water board lacked the legal certainty for further planning, so that it had stopped its first. You see what's happening? Tesla has not signed the water contract because Tesla thinks it's going to expand, and with expansion, this 1.5 cubic meters of 1.5 million cubic meters will not be enough. So Tesla didn't sign, and the Water Association cannot do planning without Tesla's signature. So and the planning they stop the planning, because this means that it is no longer certain the water will flow to the factory as previously targeted, so the whole project is no longer certain, they say. As the WSE announced on request, the ball is now with the state authorities. The state authorities have to provide the quotas for the water, and they need to see what they can do about this. They would have to approve 18 instead of 15 million cubic meters of water production per year. Then all expected moving people, moving companies that are expected to move to the region as a result of Tesla Giga Berlin's settlement in Grunheide, then all of these companies and people could be supplied water without any risks. With correspondingly higher permits, higher cubic meters of permits, the WSC could also guarantee Tesla the supply of eventual factory expansion, so the negotiations of the development contract would start moving again. So, as you see, there is a serious work that Tesla, the WSC, and the authorities, local authorities, have to sit down at the table and talk about. But it seems to me that the ball is in the authorities' court right now, that they need to provide more water quota, and I don't know how this works. Now, the company says, here's a quote, "We don't act against Tesla." So this is nothing against Tesla. Hendrik Pils is a mayor of Erkner and is a member of the WSC Water Association. He is also the chairman of the association and says, quote, I take this quote from RBB, says, "We are not the water association that acts against Tesla, but we are the ones that Tesla definitely wants in our region." So they are supportive of Tesla, but he has stomach ache that Tesla does not work as quickly in the water supply and disposal sector as in other areas. Pils also asked the country to quickly grant the necessary funding. Ultimately, he does not see the project fundamentally at risk, as it says in the internal association letter. So you see, the internal association letter, things like I quoted a little bit ago, that the Tesla Giga Berlin project and water supply is at risk, fundamentally at risk, but Pils, who is with the government and in the Water Supply Association, says he doesn't think that way, and that the Water Association is not against Tesla. So this is I think good. Arni Christiani is the mayor of Grünheide, where Tesla is currently building the Gigafactory, Giga Berlin, Tesla's first European Gigafactory, because the municipality is partly supplied by the WSE Water Association as well, and partly by the Grunheide Water Purpose Association. Cristiani is a member of both associations. Because of the problems with the WSE, he says he is considering decoupling the Freimring district where the plant is located from the WSC network and connecting it to the lines of the Wasserverband instead. Neither the state government nor Tesla have yet been reached by RBB for comment. So as you can see, the mayor of Grünheide has some kind of solution, changing the water association, or maybe adding the missing part of the expansion that Tesla would need from another association, Wasserverband is instead. So this could be a solution. It's good that the local mayor has a solution, because, like I said, the ball is in the authorities that are in court that needs to provide water for Tesla. So there's little problem, but the solution is also can be seen at the end of the tunnel. And in the meantime, if you have not seen, please also watch my last night's update from Tesla Giga Berlin, and you can see how much work they have done, and the partitions that they have put, thanks to our friend Jürgen, who has sent that video that I uploaded last night. In the meantime, this is Armen Harayan from TorqueNews.com. Please subscribe to our channel, and also I would really appreciate if you would share our videos on social media. That helps us tremendously, and I'll see you in our next report, friends. God bless you, take good care of each other, and I'll see you soon.